So recording number 3, Sam and Kath. So I guess if the situation, stays, if the situation stays as it is, so a couple of things. I'm hearing this real sense of, connecting. Yes, strong connecting with those that perhaps need your help, or that sense of helping those that are, for whatever reason, have isolated themselves from others. And there are some things that you've certainly called out around the time investment in terms of that relationship, and the amount of contact you have with him is tricky. I guess if the situation is to stay as it is, what are the consequences of that?
I don't think so. There will be much because
Okay.
because as I mentioned, my point of contact is now Chris. So Chris has to get him sorted always. I don't have to deal with him anymore. But it was just out of curiosity. I wanted to know him after I left. Just to understand if any such person comes in future. There is no impact as of today. If there is any reply, I generally don't reply back to his email. I've been given directions not to try not to, so I avoid. I either tell Mark, or I inform my manager, or I directly ping Chris that Chris, I've got this reply. What do you want me to do? He generally says don't reply. So
yeah, I think it's tricky. If you were to be able to break through with this particular individual, what would be the upside for you? And not just about the particular situation, but what would be the broader upside for you?
I'll get to know another person.
Yeah. So that's
Every human has something to give you, and I'm sure I'll get that from him. And something which will add in my life too. So I treat everyone like that. So if I say someone hello to on the road while walking, and if I pat their dog, I still feel the same. That I had to get love today from a dog, so I'm getting it. So I treat everything like that. Maybe I'm getting more onto spirituality things. So, so with this person, I will know him more. We can work together, and I think that teamwork can take us miles away. We can do perfect work.
So I'm hearing, Sam, that you're not willing. So even though there's been structures set up to avoid or limit contact with this individual, that you're not willing to give up.
No, I don't
on him.
Give up.
On him.
I don't give up.
Yeah, and I think if you the upside I heard was about you learning from someone else and understanding the value of that individual. It sounds like others may have given up on this individual in terms of his attitude and a difficult character. If you were able to break through and create a connection, what would that, if we think about what would that do for you in terms of in the eyes of others?
I'll be the star. I'll be the star. Oh my God, you're Jason's friend. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh.
And what kind of star would you be if you think about and that's probably a very broad question. What would they notice about what you were able to do that they weren't able to do? What would
can burn the impossibilities.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So look, we're at the end of our time. So I think yeah. So how do you? I know we've had a really rich conversation. How do you feel about, I guess, any specific? What are you thinking about? Any specific next steps or any? What is there anything that we've talked about that you feel compelled to move forward into an action?
My
Or
action.
what have we talked about that you might feel compelled about?
That I will not still give up, for
Mm,
sure.
mm,
If I'll get a chance, I will still talk to that person. If I get a chance to go to Melbourne, I'll still go and say hi to him and ask him how is he doing.
mm,
Yeah, I don't have anything against him personally. So to me, yeah, I'll keep on trying as in if or when I get a chance.
mm.
It doesn't. No one can stop me. If I'm not doing anything wrong. So that's what I feel.
Yeah, and I think I also heard you identified some strengths in him in terms of his technical
Work.
expertise and his
Yeah.
ability. If you think about the 9 standout roles, and you think about standing on or putting on the creator hat, and
Yeah.
so his ability to, I think you mentioned, diagrammatically show how things all fit together. So it
Yeah.
sounds like he has some real gifts and strengths that you've used your own language, but there's the potential for some of this, the standout roles, to think about how to connect that. And
Yeah.
so he's, seeing him for what the very great value that he brings to the team,
Yeah.
and perhaps starting the conversation at that, wearing that hat from that perspective, and giving that a go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Okay. Fantastic. So to be able to go and continue on this journey in terms of with this particular individual, are there any other specific conversations that you think you might need to have? Because it sounds like there's quite a structure built around this particular individual to manage him.
Yeah.
Are there any specific conversations, or what specific conversations would you need to have with others? If you just off the top of your head, are there some
Conversation.
like with, you mentioned Chris.